Hello, Taurus. This is your love and relationship reading for November 2017. Shuffling for just a few more seconds, and then I'll cut the cards. Okay. The first card is a Ten of Cups. The next card is the Sun in reverse. I have an Eight of Swords reversed. This is the Emperor. I have a Page of Pentacles. And then I have a Two of Cups reversed. This is a Ten of Swords. I have a Queen of Cups reversed. And then I have a Page of Swords. So this is interesting here. So I'm looking at a Page of Pentacles here, here in the middle of your spread. And usually when I look at this center card, it tells me what is the main issue that you're dealing with for the month. Especially since this is Earth. Pentacles represent Earth here. The Page of Pentacles is a problem solver. This is about looking into things, fixing things. In the traditional sense, this is also about doing research. But the essence of the card, when I see this card, sometimes it's a reality check card. And Taurus people, as most earth signs, you're very practical people. You do not like to have your head in the clouds. In relationships, you prefer to deal with things directly. You don't like beating around the bush. You don't like a lot of emotional drama. If there's a problem in the relationship, you want to just get down to business. So this is a card about focusing on the practical aspects of a relationship. You don't have time for meaningless words or double talk or mixed messages. And so some of you Taurus people, you're trying to get to the heart of an issue with a particular person. And I've noted that there are some cups here, the prevalence of cups. Water is supposed to be nurturing the earth, by the way. And so when I see the direction that these cups are taking in your spread, and you have some swords here as well, 3 cups and 3 swords, and then you have 2 major arcana, the Sun in reverse and then the Emperor. So I think this is very interesting, because when we have this clash with the swords, which is about our mental energy, our mental facilities and the way we think and the way we see reality here. A lot of issues with communication. Swords are about judgment. They represent air. So it's all about the decisions we make, the way we perceive reality, It's also the psychological aspects, dealing with pain, dealing with, um, you know, our, it's dealing with the mental pain and the mental struggles, and sometimes a little bit of depression and pain and anxiety as well. So um, with those cups, these two cups are in reverse, and then we get these swords here, especially that Ten of Swords. Some emotional pain here, and even if you're not dealing directly with a water sign, as indicated by these cups, um, some of you are still dealing with the emotional setbacks of a relationship, someone that you want to trust, but you're not sure you can. Also, some of you might be dealing with someone's emotional ups and downs here, being emotionally wishy-washy, running away from commitment. So when I look at your two major arcana, we have that sun in reverse. And even when the sun shows up in reverse, it's still a good sign. It means that temporarily there's going to be a setback, but this is just a temporary thing. Even when the sun is in reverse in the tarot, it can still be a very positive card. And then we get to this emperor here. The emperor is an authority figure, and the emperor can also symbolize the head of a relationship. Sometimes the emperor is a father figure as well, and it can be dealing with the husband, um, the symbolic husband, so to speak. So the emperor is about leadership, and in some weird way, I kind of feel like this emperor has a lot to do with you, because you are definitely leaders, Taurus. You do, and pun intended, you grab the bull by the horns, so to speak, and you just go right in there. And if there is a problem, you deal with it. So this pairing of the emperor next to the page of pentacles, it's quite meaningful for you, that you're taking the lead. You're the one who is sorting things out here. So when I go back here to the beginning, when I see that Ten of Cups, that happy, necessarily it's supposed to be a happy home, dream come true here. But in more general terms, when we see this Ten of Cups, it can mean a long-standing relationship, and it can also be a sign of good luck that will be coming to you. Happy home and friendship, and having wonderful emotional ties to people who support you and love you. So this might be, even if this isn't necessarily manifest for some of you Taurus people right now, I feel like this is the path that the tarot is saying, okay, so your issue here, the problem, what we're manifesting is a happy relationship with this person. Some of you might be living together. Some of you might be long-term partners. So when we come to the sun, and then we're followed up with this Eight of Swords reversed. And when we get to a reversal of swords, and many times swords by themselves, even when swords are not reversed, they already can already mean lots of chaos and distress. And this is definitely the card of feeling trapped. And but it means that even if you feel there's no solution, eventually you will find one. But when the Eight of Swords is reversed, it can mean feeling slightly depressed. It can mean feeling helpless and not even wanting to try to find a solution. You're just stuck. So these first three cards here, going into November, are kind of telling me that this relationship It's dragging you down a little bit. Emotionally and mentally, some of you are like, you feel like nothing is moving forward. But I also get a sense of trust issues here. Okay? And for some of you, it could be someone wanting to come back. So when we get here to the middle, once again, remember what I said about the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. Just this sense of you taking a leadership, trying to get out of this rut, trying to get out of the same old discussions and conflicts that you're having with this person. This person, these relationship issues that are now reversing, where someone might not be able to emotionally commit, someone did let you down a little bit. And for some of you, just general relationship problems. And you're trying to, like, what am I going to do? What decision should I make here? Should I cut bait and just let it go, let this person go? Or do I hang in there for the long haul? So, yeah, heading here into your future here. Lots of drama here with this Ten of Swords. Whatever this issue here, when we get to this, when we look at this Eight of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed, and this is coming after this Ten of Cups, we're looking at someone's emotional issues causing a little bit of drama, because when we look at this Ten of Swords, what follows is another reversal of the cups here. This Queen of Cups. It could mean for some of you Taurus people, someone with a lot of emotional issues, moodiness, acting up, possessiveness, jealousy. And maybe you guys have been dealing with this for quite a while here, and you're kind of getting sick of it. And so one of the issues that you might be dealing with in the future is, oh no, not this again. Because then we get a Page of Swords. Now, pages seem to be coming together here, not only just for problem solving and the reality check and looking at what needs to be fixed, but this Page of Swords is the card that brings truth. It brings that discussion, like we need to have a talk here, and it's sort of coming to your senses here. So the future for you, as things play out in the month of November for you, Taurus, a little bit of drama caused by a particular person. I wouldn't even cross out the possibility that there could be a third party for some of you that's causing some emotional issues here, causing a lot of drama in your life. And I feel that with the energy of the Sun here, even though it's reversed, I feel like the Sun is sort of the message that the Sun in reverse is bringing is that, oh no, you're going to get it together, Taurus, because you're not one to tolerate this type of drama or shenanigans here. And I think you're coming to a point for some of you people, for some of you who are Taurus, and I'm not saying that this is for everybody. I think there's so many different aspects based on our astrological chart, as far as where, what our energies are as far as romance. If, some of you might not be an earth sign when it comes to romance. But what I am feeling for some of you Taurus is getting to a point to where you're saying, I'm not dealing with this anymore. So get it together. Okay? I see for some of you a very necessary conversation with this Page of Swords. For some of you, it could be a realization of a truth. For some of you, it could be a bit of a delay or dispute. A delay meaning someone is backing off and they're putting the relationship on hold. or maybe you're the one putting the relationship on hold. Because remember, here in the center with this Page of Pentacles, you're still figuring out, what am I going to do? What decision am I going to make about this relationship? Because it seems like we're back where we started from. Okay? And so I kind of feel like the sun in the end is going to reverse itself, and everything will come to light, and you'll know exactly, you're going to realize what it is you need to do in this relationship, whether it is to cut bait and let this person go, or to have the discussion with this person and saying, you know, from what I can see in this relationship, we're not moving forward. And I'm getting tired of dealing with your drama. And that certainly could be the issue for quite a few of you here, the way this is playing out. But when I look at how these cups are playing out here in your spread, I do get a sense of someone who really needs you and cares for you, but they don't have it together emotionally. They're insecure. They're afraid. I get the feeling that for some of you, your partners are like, you're always, you really hurt my feelings. You don't open up to me. They want coddling and nurturing from you more than what you can really give. They need to stop being babies. So in an extreme sense, I feel like that could be the situation for some of you who are Tauruses this month. So let's look at the outcome card. And keep in mind, these energies just don't stop at the end of the month. Each month, excuse me, these energies just don't stop at the end of the month. These are things that develop and layer. Each situation that develops in these relationships, it's a new layer of the relationship that you're dealing with. And certain decisions that you make one month can have a big influence on what happens the next month. So as you see these things playing out in a monthly reading, keep in mind that they can have like a ripple effect for the rest of the year, even into next year. So the outcome card I have is a Queen of Pentacles. See? Remember what I told you. You're going to get your groove back here. You're the one who will come out on top. And I kind of feel for some of you, you know what your worth is in the relationship. You know where you stand. And I think the most powerful thing a person can realize in a relationship is, wait a minute, I can take it or leave it. That's definitely the type of manifestation the Page of Pentacles can bring into your life, where you're at, you know what, I'm happy by myself here. I don't need to deal with you. I can find someone else. But when you get to that point of I can take it or leave it, it can be the most powerful thing, because that is when the other person gets in line, and that's when they realize, wait a minute, this person doesn't care anymore, or this person, they're for real now, they're not playing around. And usually people tend to fall into step here when they realize that you're taking your power back. So I think this is an excellent sign, because of course Pentacles represents Earth, and that's your element. And this is the tarot kind of saying to you that sun in reversal, it's going to turn back around. You're going to pull it together, Taurus, and you're going to come out on top. And if some of you are dealing with partners who are throwing emotional hissy fits and blackmail, giving you this emotional blackmail and making you feel less than what you should in a relationship, you know, you're not going to be messing around with these pages. You're going to be like, yeah, I may feel, um, because I don't see it as a beginner. One interpretation of pages is that you're beginners and you're just starting out. But pages are also about receiving messages. It's also about communication. And I kind of feel that when this Queen of Pentacles comes out, some of you are going to be like, I need to take the reins here, harnessing that power of the Emperor and the promise of the Sun and saying, okay, listen, do what you want to do, but here's where I stand. And that's a classic attitude of the Taurus, you know, do what you want, but I'm not going to be sticking around for any more of your drama. Okay? So I see you guys really getting someone back in line, so to speak, but also realizing what your value is and realizing, you know, I have a lot more to offer. And if you're not going to get it together, someone else will. So, Taurus, that was your reading. And once again, I want to thank all of you for your comments. It's always good to see when the readings resonate with you and helps you out. And you're like, yeah, that's exactly what's going on with me. So thank you so much. And also for the month of November, you should know that my personal tarot readings on video will be $15. Usually they're $20, but if you've been thinking about getting a reading and you're a new subscriber, go to tarotbyaire.com and click the booking button and you'll see all of my services. And so this, if you want to, you should check it out. The personal readings are general readings, and I don't even need that much information, usually your first name. And, you know, you'll get a video, just like the reading I just did for you here on YouTube. So take care. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much for your support, and I wish you love and light.